I watched someone spend 20 minutes re-explaining their entire project to ChatGPT because they started a new chat. All that context, all those preferences, just gone. And here's the thing. I was doing the exact same thing until 2 weeks ago. I've been using GPT 5.2 daily since it dropped, and I found something that genuinely shocked me. We're all leaving about 80% of this tool on the table. The gap between what you think ChatGPT can do and what it actually does now is borderline ridiculous. Welcome back to bitbiased.ai, where we do the research so you don't have to. Join our community of AI enthusiasts with our free weekly newsletter. Click the link in the description below to subscribe. You will get the key AI news, tools, and learning resources to stay ahead. So in this video, I'm showing you 30 ways to actually use what you're already paying for. These aren't theory. I've tested every single one of these in real work over the past 2 weeks. You're going to learn how to make ChatGPT remember everything you've ever told it, how to feed it 200-page documents without it choking, and how to get answers that don't sound like they came from a robot. First thing, ChatGPT can now pull up conversations from 6 months ago, like the exact chat. Let me show you how that works. The memory revolution. Here's something wild. ChatGPT can now search through every conversation you've ever had with it. We're not talking about some vague context feature. GPT 5.2 literally remembers. Ask it something like, "What did I ask you about 6 months ago regarding that essay topic?" And it'll pull up the exact conversation. No more scrolling through dozens of chats trying to find that perfect recipe or that brilliant idea you had at 2 a.m. But here's where it gets even better. If you're on Plus or Pro, there's this Sources button that appears in responses. Click it, and ChatGPT shows you direct links to the past conversations it's referencing. It's like having a personal archivist who never forgets where you filed things. You discussed a recipe you loved 3 weeks ago? Click Sources, jump straight to that chat, done. Personalization that actually works now. I know what you're thinking. Great. Another settings menu I'll never use. But wait. Go into your ChatGPT settings and look for custom instructions and the personality presets. This is where things get interesting. You can choose between friendly, professional, candid, and a few others. Pick professional, and suddenly every response comes back in formal business style. Switch to friendly, and it's like chatting with a colleague over coffee. And that's just the beginning. Under personalization, there are these sliders for conciseness, warmth, emoji usage, the works. Want bullet list answers that you can scan in 5 seconds? Slide it to concise mode. Prefer a warmer, more conversational vibe with the occasional emoji? Slide the other way. You're literally designing how ChatGPT talks to you. The thinking time breakthrough. Here's something GPT 5.2 introduced that changes everything about how you get answers. Thinking time. You've got options ranging from light to heavy, and this isn't just marketing speak. When you switch to extended or heavy mode, the model actually takes longer to process your question. It's not just stalling, it's genuinely reasoning through the problem step by step. Try this. Ask a complex research question in light mode, then ask the same thing in heavy mode. The difference is night and day. Heavy mode gives you structured, well-thought-out answers because it's literally spending more time thinking. For quick stuff, stick with light. For anything that matters, go heavy and watch the quality jump. Web browsing and real-time data. If you're on Plus or have a plan with tools, turn on browsing. Yes, ChatGPT can now pull information from the web. This means you're not stuck with knowledge from whenever the model was last trained. Want the latest release notes for GPT 5.2? Just say using browsing mode, find the latest ChatGPT 5.2 release notes. It'll actually go fetch that information for you. And for those of you working with data, the Advanced Data Analysis feature, also called the Code Interpreter, is a game changer. Upload a CSV of your sales data and ask it to compute monthly totals and create a bar chart. ChatGPT writes the code, runs it, and shows you the results. No spreadsheet software needed. Handling massive documents. GPT 5.2's context window is enormous. We're talking about uploading 50, 100, even 200-page documents and getting meaningful analysis. That research paper you've been dreading reading? Upload the PDF and ask for a 200-word summary of the key findings. That's it. You just saved yourself 3 hours. Better yet, upload multiple files at once and have ChatGPT compare them. 2 product manuals, 3 contracts, whatever. Ask, what are the main differences between these documents? And let the AI do the heavy lifting. This alone makes the subscription worth it if you deal with documents regularly. Structured output and organization. Here's a hack that'll save you so much time. Ask for structured output. Want a budget spreadsheet? Say, make a budget spreadsheet for a trip to Tokyo with columns for item, cost, and notes. ChatGPT will generate the whole thing in table format. Need a presentation outline? Outline a 5-slide presentation on climate change solutions, gives you instant slide content you can copy straight into PowerPoint. And the image analysis has gotten significantly better. Upload a chart, a graph, anything visual, and GPT 5.2 can interpret it. Ask, what trends do you see in this sales line chart over time? And you'll get actual insights, not just generic descriptions. Multi-perspective thinking. This one's subtle, but powerful. Instead of asking ChatGPT for a single answer, ask for multiple perspectives. Try this. Explain blockchain technology 3 ways, from a beginner's perspective, an expert's perspective, and a skeptic's perspective. Suddenly, you're not getting just one viewpoint, you're getting a comprehensive understanding. Or flip it around and have ChatGPT ask you questions first. Say before suggesting a vacation spot, ask me 5 questions about my travel preferences, then give 1 recommendation. This turns the whole interaction into a conversation rather than a one-shot query. The personalization makes the final answer way more useful. Bulletproof planning. Want answers that actually work in the real world? Request plans that include failure scenarios. Ask ChatGPT to help me plan a backyard party and identify the top things that could go wrong, like rain or power outage, and how to handle them. You get not just a plan, but contingencies. It's planning that actually accounts for reality. And when you need strict constraints followed, be explicit. Tell ChatGPT, plan a dinner for $50 max, no oven or stove, must be a full meal. Don't suggest buying kitchen appliances. When you set hard boundaries like this, GPT 5.2 is much better at staying within them than previous versions. Code analysis and debugging. For anyone working with code, this is huge. Paste in a function that's giving you trouble and ask, here's a Python function, it's returning the wrong output. What's the bug? GPT 5.2's code reasoning has improved dramatically. It'll walk through the logic, spot the issue, and explain what's wrong. You can also use it to understand code you didn't write. Found some complex function in a codebase? Paste it in and ask for an explanation. The model breaks it down step by step. This alone makes it worth having open while you're developing. Translation and style shifts. The translation quality has jumped with GPT 5.2. But more interesting is the stylistic flexibility. You can say, translate this email into Spanish in a friendly tone, or even rephrase this paragraph as if it were in a Shakespeare play. The model understands not just literal translation, but tonal and stylistic shifts. This extends to all kinds of writing. Need a formal business email turned casual? Done. Want that blog post rewritten for a younger audience? No problem. It's like having a writing assistant who can shift between any style you need. Long-form content creation. Ask GPT 5.2 to draft an 800-word article on any topic, and you'll get something genuinely readable. It's not perfect. You'll want to edit it, but it's a solid first draft that captures the main points and maintains a coherent structure. For blog posts, reports, even essay drafts, this saves massive amounts of time. Brainstorming's another area where this shines. Give me 10 unique blog post ideas about healthy cooking. Boom, you've got ideas ranging from practical to creative, enough to fuel your content calendar for weeks. Memory-powered personalization. With memory turned on, here's where things get really interesting. Over time, ChatGPT learns your preferences. It remembers you're vegan, that you prefer concise answers, that you're working on a specific project. This means future conversations start from a place of understanding rather than from zero. Try this. After using it for a while, ask, "Given what you know about my vegan diet from our past chats, suggest dinner recipes." You'll get suggestions that actually align with your preferences because the AI has been paying attention. Personality experiments. Don't be afraid to experiment with those personality presets. Switch between efficient, friendly, nerdy, even cynical, and ask the same question. You'll be surprised how much the answers can differ. Sometimes a different perspective unlocks a better solution. And here's a powerful technique: role-playing. Ask ChatGPT to act as a career coach and advise me on interviewing. The model shifts into that role and gives advice from that specific perspective. It's like having access to experts in different fields whenever you need them. Iterative refinement. This is where GPT-5.2 really outperforms older versions. After you get an answer, just say, "Make it shorter," or "Make it more detailed," or "Rewrite this in first person." Each iteration gets you closer to exactly what you need. You're not starting from scratch, you're refining. For long conversations, ask it to summarize. Summarize our chat in 5 bullet points so far. This keeps you oriented, especially useful in complex problem-solving sessions where you've gone down several paths. Combining hacks for power moves. The real power comes from combining these techniques. Upload a data file, set the thinking mode to heavy, ask clarifying questions, and request the output as a bullet list. You've just created a workflow that turns raw data into an actionable report in minutes. Each of these hacks leverages what makes GPT 5.2 special: the massive context window, improved reasoning, better vision capabilities, and significantly reduced hallucinations. The model is about 30% more reliable than GPT 5.1, which means you can trust it more for coding help, complex planning, and detailed analysis. Though, as always, double-check anything critical. The key takeaway? Stop using ChatGPT like a fancy search engine. It's a personalized assistant that remembers context, handles complex tasks, and adapts to your style. These 30 hacks are your roadmap to actually using the tool the way it was built to be used. Start with memory and personalization, add in the thinking modes and file uploads, experiment with the different features, and watch how much more useful your AI assistant becomes. That's it for this one. If you found this helpful, let me know which hack you're most excited to try in the comments. And if you want more deep dives on AI tools that actually work, you know what to do. See you in the next one.